New York Yankees baseball, live on the WB Channel 11.
From Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, WPIX Sports presents New York Yankees baseball. Tonight, the Yankees face the Chicago White Sox. The starting pitchers for tonight's game are Kevin Tapani for the White Sox and Kenny Rogers for the Yankees. Hello, everybody. I'm Bobby Mercer along with the Scooter and Rick Cerrone, and welcome to New York Yankees baseball right here on WPIX. This afternoon, well, a big step towards David Cone returning back to pinstripes here at the stadium as he took the mound in the bullpen. And Scooter, we had Bob Watson, we had Dr. Hershon, we also had Mel Stottlemyre out there watching this performance by David Cone.
I'll tell you, he's the bulldog type, and if anybody can come back, when he said he was going to come back, it would be David. I mean, he's throwing now, and he's not easing up. Kind of scary, but it's great to see.
All right, well, David Cone, after he had his workout, Mel Stottlemyre and David Cone had a little bit of a press conference this afternoon, and we taped it, and here's what they had to say.
I threw very hard. Dr. Hershon, I think, had a heart attack. I threw a little too hard. No, actually, I just threw nice and easy. My mechanics, I thought, were pretty good, considering I haven't been on the mound in a while. Everything was free and easy. My shoulder really hasn't felt this good in a long time. You know, honestly, I'm free and easy. It feels strong. Feels like the break did some good. Feels like I've just had a little rest. And the vein graft obviously is healed, and I felt no pressure whatsoever where the aneurysm was. I was anxious to get this day out of the way, you know, to finally get on the mound and throw a baseball like a pitcher usually does. And you can throw on flat ground all you want in Tampa Bay. It's just not the same. You get to go in Yankee Stadium, even if it is a bullpen mound, and get a chance to throw some strikes. Actually threw some strikes. Threw some pretty good strikes today, so I felt good about it. I've come too far. You know, I think I've beaten this thing. You know, it's a pretty rare injury to have an aneurysm in a pitching shoulder, but I think I've won.
Well, I really didn't know what to expect today because I haven't, other than just seeing him play catch a few times that I've seen him here, had no idea. I'd say this, that he threw much better than what I expected him to throw. His mechanics were much better. He's been telling me all along he's played enough catch and he's got some arm strength, so I was really impressed.
Well, there seems to be a lot of optimism and a lot of enthusiasm. David Cone, Mel Stottlemyre having a press conference after David Cone's workout. Rick Cerrone, what does this mean for the Yankees and David Cone? Do we see him back in the pinstripes pitching here before too long?
Well, Bobby, he actually said that he thought he could get major league hitters out tonight, but they're going to try to put the reins on him. One good sign for David Cone, he can look right in the opposition's dugout. Look at Roberto Hernandez, who went through a very similar procedure. He's back throwing the ball 95 miles an hour, so a good sign for David and even Roberto Hernandez.
It may not be too long. David Cone may be taking the mound for the Yankees, but tonight, Kenny Rogers, Rick Cerrone, will take the mound for the Yankees. He's had kind of an up-and-down year for the Yankees so far.
Bobby, I think he's driving Joe Torre a little nuts. He's been inconsistent all year, but he does have 8 wins. He's won 2 in a row, and he's trying to win for the 3rd straight time in '96.
Well, Kenny Rogers takes the mound for the Yankees, and the Yankees with a big homestand coming up. And tonight, we'll be seeing Frank Thomas back in uniform for the Chicago White Sox. He's been out quite some time, but he's been back for about the last 4 or 5 games.
What a big difference having Frank Thomas in the lineup. They only went 7-11 without him, still leading the league in a lot of different categories.
Well, the White Sox and the Yankees begin a 3-game series tonight, and Cecil Fielder will make his debut for the Yankees in pinstripes. He'll be wearing his own number, 45, as Joe Girardi so graciously gave him that number. Girardi will wear 25. Scooter and Rick Cerrone will have the starting lineups coming up right after this.
Rick Cerrone, it's good to see you. How are things in Kansas City?
A little warm. A little warm, but a good sign was the Yankees winning those last 2 ball games.
I played 2 years in Kansas City with the Kansas City Blues. No air conditioning was invented as yet. First pitch to Tony Phillips, high and outside, ball 1. Used to have to wet the sheets down to stay cool at night. Kenny Rogers on the mound. Rick's going to have the lineups and position. And strike 1-1.
Kenny Rogers has been a little inconsistent this year. He is 8-5 on the season. 127 innings pitched, 127 hits allowed. A lot more walks, I think, 59 than Joe Torre expected.
Boy, did he wait on that curveball well. Tony Phillips, really a tough leadoff man. Gets a lot of walks, but watch him hold up. He leans and keeps the bat back, and the ball did hang a little too long. Watch this. See, hanging there back, and Joe, man, that's...
Just takes that curveball and drives it into right center field. And you talked about runs scored and getting on base. That's his specialty.
Yeah, that is. Isn't
Leads
that
the
something?
league in walks.
How can he play with so many different teams? He always has good years. Did great for the Tigers. I guess he got out of there just in time.
Perfect timing.
It was. All right. Norberto Martin, the batter. He bounces it foul. Now, I don't think Kenny Rogers should throw that curve until he gets a little snap into it. It's really hanging there. He got hit.
Look like Jose Cardinal.
And he's got skinny legs as it is. He gets hit on the ankle.
Now, Zimmer said, here, now, I'll take care of you. Sit down next to me. He better go inside. See, he wants to go inside and ice it. And Zimmer said, no, we can't let him go.
Look, it's like shoeing a horse down there.
I think part of the reason, Scooter, that maybe Zimmer was rubbing him down, maybe Zimmer would have to go to first base and be the first base coach. He says, "Oh, we need Jose here."
Good thinking. He's wearing that protective mask on his side. It's not really a mask, but that added piece. It's not a bad idea.
Well, he lost 60 days to the disabled list. He had his jaw fractured early in the season.
Look how far away from the plate he stands. Almost got him. Martinez might have thought they had him. He looked at the umpire. Yankees fortunate to have guys like Kenny Rogers. Two lefties with that great pickoff move.
Rogers has 4 pickoffs on the year. Yankees lead the major leagues with 23 pickoffs. You know, Andy Pettitte
that's
got the great move. But what a big difference having lefty starters with Key, Pettitte, and Rogers to really protect Joe Girardi behind the plate.
Absolutely. He's getting closer and closer.
Phillips is a threat to run. He has 8 steals on the season. Just back after spending 5 days with his wife, who had surgery over the weekend, and we report she's doing very well.
Oh, look at the size of that lead. Oh, they got him back there, too. He's really trying to disrupt Rogers. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, you used to do that too, Scooter, right?
Yeah,
Get way out there to deliberately draw a throwback.
Sure. And like you say, it helps the catcher plus. Boy, he is way far away from that plate. Yeah. Slide step, and very seldom do they get a good pitch on that slide step, Serrano.
See, actually, he threw a slide step, and then with the slide step, he threw a changeup.
Oh,
well, for a hitter, he sees a guy rush at him. He anticipates a fastball. It's more deception for the hitter than even deceiving the runner.
I mean, getting the ball over. They don't seem to get the ball over as much when they use this slide step. They're worried about the runner going. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Oh, great play! Great play by Martinez. Holy cow. First I thought he had jumped a little too soon, Cerrone, but then as he came down to it right in the tip of the webbing. Great play.
See Martin trying to drive the ball the other way. And he did. He jumped up a little bit early. Last night in Kansas City, Cecil Fielder makes the exact same play. Look at this. Change up away. Martinez, who said white man can't jump? Look at him. He got up there.
I tell you, Fielder looked good on that play where he jumped, had to turn around quickly and tag the runner. And he didn't look too shabby rounding third and coming home a few times when he had to score from second on a single.
Excellent jump off of second base.
Hey, here's the big man. Haven't seen him in quite a while. You know, he's been out for a long, long time, and he's way up there in all the, major categories offensively. 92
RBIs. He was leading the major leagues before the stress fracture to his foot.
How many games has he missed?
Well, they went
2 balls and a strike.
The team themselves went 7-11 in his absence, so he missed 18 ball games. But this guy makes their entire lineup 100% better.
Oh, that's for sure. Oh, he had him fooled on that one, but he called the ball 3-1. And Kenny Rogers wanted that one. He really had the big guy fooled. You got to look at what he's done against Rogers. 3 homers, 9 RBIs, batting .400. Strike 2. What's he said ball 4? I thought I saw the right hand come up. No, I guess not. Ball 4.
That's the other thing he gives you, patience at the plate. And Rogers made 2 real good pitches back to back. Look at it. Now you're a catcher. Look at that ball. That ball does not miss by that much, just a little late action away. And maybe out of the strike zone. Most hitters will jump at that pitch.
All right. Big Frank Thomas with 2 out. High fly ball is straightaway center field by Lyle Mouton. And Bernie makes the catch, and that'll do it. Got out of a tough inning there. At the end of 1/2 inning, the White Sox nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat.
New York Yankees baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games. This Bud's for you. By the Money Store, where you can refinance your home and consolidate your bills with just one phone call. By Hertz, for business, for pleasure. Nobody does it exactly like Hertz. And by Nobody Beats the Wiz, for state-of-the-art home electronics, computers, cameras, music, movies, and more. Nobody beats the Wiz.
All right, how about this Derek Jeter, sir?
He just gets better and better every game.
4 base hits. And I tell you, the one he hit a bullet past first base.
Almost hit Boggs in the head.
Oh, man, he had to duck down. I mean, he really showed me something last night. Up to 305 now. And he loops one, it's going to drop. Nope. Son of a gun. Boy, he was way shallow on that, Sharon.
Take a look now at the Yankee lineups. It'll be Jeter leading off. Boggs will be hitting second. O'Neill, Cecil Fielder making his Yankee Stadium debut in pinstripes. Tino Martinez, Bernie Williams, Darryl Strawberry, Mariano Duncan, and Joe Girardi hitting .317, Scooter, and batting 9th.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
A lot of 300 hitters in this Yankee lineup.
I think it's more than Joe Torre has ever had on any of his teams that he managed. Kevin Tapani pitching, and Wade Boggs. He's wearing the, what do you call those?
New contact lenses?
Contact lenses. I could never think of that name. Because they tried to get me to wear them, I wouldn't do it. But he went in as a pinch hitter and got a bullet at base hit.
He has been struggling for about a month now.
Well, he dropped, I don't know how many points. 50 points, I think, in that month. Foul back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wade's batting .308, 2 homers, 28 runs batted. Jeter was batting .305 with 6 homers and 47 runs batted in. Wade Boggs, a little red in the mustache, a little red in the beard. Kicks away, 2-2.
Wow, tough time by Pat Borders.
Yeah.
Look at this, no weak links in the Yankee lineup. This is their most used lineup. Martinez at first. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 300 hitters in the lineup.
Wow, and the other was 296, 284. How do you like that?
That does not include, that's your position players.
Uh-huh.
And I think Cecil in the DH spot is going to add some thump.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Boggs. High and away. And a very good buddy of mine who I broke in with in Bassett, Virginia, when I was 17 years old, at D-League, Eddie Capozzi, great second baseman from up in Stamford, Connecticut, fouled back upstairs and out of play. Outstanding ball player and one of the funniest men. I mean, he was as funny as Gary Giola, and you know how funny Gary Giola is. And Eddie Capozzi, you want to wish him well. The defense, look at it, shading him around towards left center, right center, second baseman way over. And Boggs hits one to left field right where he was playing him. Tony Phillips makes the catch, 2 out.
Let's take a look at Boggs' swing. This is fastballs in, and they're playing them away. But that's Boggs' style. He likes to take his hands inside the baseball. You see how his hands, Scooter, really go inside the ball and drive it to left field. That time he just got beat by the fastball and hit a lazy fly ball to left.
That's exactly right. He was just beat by it. A little more out in front, and he'd have had a line drive single. Here's O'Neill. Hits the bag. Oh, he better hurry. Holy, oh, he will be. He's off. The ball. Good thing the ball got away. That'll be a base hit. I want to tell you something. That was a sure double. I've seen that happen before, and you don't get that good jump from the plate. The kid made a great play at third base, barehanding it, and the throw was a one-hopper that had him beat. He was about ready to call him out. Did you see that? He's got to give him a base hit.
Oh, base hit all the way. Look at the bare hand.
This. It would have had him. The throw beat him, but he pulled. I don't know whether he pulled his foot off too soon, but if he caught it, he would have had him. Is that unbelievable? Lose a base hit that way? I mean, that's quick thinking. Yeah, the ball did beat him at first. Oh, otherwise there'd have been some broken bats and broken water coolers and everything. That wasn't a base hit. Cecil, standing ovation for Cecil.
Standing ovation, and now the cheer. Cecil, Cecil, Cecil. Almost like the Darryl cheer. Look at the numbers. 28 home runs. He already has 2 for the Yankees, both in Kansas City.
Oh, he jammed him, hit him off the fist. And it still went out pretty far, but Mouton makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing across, and at the end of 1, the White Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. No score, top of the second. Tony Phillips. Let's look at the lineup. Phillips, Martin, Thomas, and Mouton. Robin Ventura, Ray Durham, Chris Snopek. Pat Borders coming over from the Angels, and just get called up today from Double-A Birmingham from the Barons, Mike Cameron. Imagine that, get called up from Double-A and you're starting in Yankee Stadium center field.
What a thrill. All right, Robin Ventura hitting .285, 24 homers and 71 runs batted in. He got off to a real slow start this year. Laid off. They asked the umpire. No, he did not swing. There's the third base umpire. Gary Cederstrom. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Very few players shave now, I noticed, for the game. How did you do? What did you do?
Well, both of these teams got in awful late today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yankees about 5 o'clock from Kansas City, and same story for the White Sox coming in from Texas.
Oh.
There's later. You know, once in a while you need to just go scrubby.
That's all right. I don't mind it. I like it. Look at that. Everybody. Oh. Who's that?
Aldo. Mike Aldrete.
Oh, no. Did he cream that one? Holy cow. That's home run number 25 into the bleachers. And the White Sox go out in front 1-0. Man, that got out of here in nothing flat. O'Neill barely was able to turn around and watch it go into the seats.
3-1 fastballs go a long way.
Yep.
Ventura, you mentioned, off to the slow start, but he is swinging the bat now with his 25th home run. 3-1, throws a fastball right down Broadway, and it goes, like we said, over the Armatron sign.
That pitch is low, ball. And by the way, Cerrone, we just got a telegram from Don Larson. He wants to say hello from Hayden Lake, Idaho. He turns 67 tomorrow. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Big Don Larson.
He's got the
same guy.
Same birthday as my daughter Jessica.
No kidding. Jessica is going to have a birthday tomorrow?
9.
9 years old. Wow. Oh, beautiful bunt. Boggs going to have to hurry. Gets him. Holy cow, what a play. I didn't think he had a chance. Oh, Cerrone, that was something.
Only play he had was to barehand the ball and throw it to first in one motion. Nice bunt. Durham really just catches the ball with the bat. And look at Boggs, all in one motion, bare hand, and an accurate throw.
And a good stretch by Martinez and a good call out by the umpire. Watch him follow through with this out sign.
Brian O'Nora, it looked pretty close at first base.
It certainly did, but he's out. Great play by Boggs. Another Gold Glove year for him, it looks like. And here is Chris Snopek. He's hitting .258. Durham had 9 homers and 45 runs batted in. Two balls, no strikes. The White Sox leading 1-0. Oh, ball really dipped down. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good looking young player, Chris Snopek. He's actually giving Ozzie Guillen a night off at shortstop. There's that changeup you talked about. Look at that late action down and away. Hitters think it's a fastball count and then just take it away from them.
Did it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a good idea. Get out of the box, walk around a little bit. But don't think, because you know Yogi says you can't think and hit at the same time.
Do your homework before you go in the batter's
Right.
box.
And he put a little fastball, almost got it by him. Still 2-2 with 1 out.
I think really you can pitch and be successful in the big leagues with 2 pitches. A fastball and a changeup. Just keep changing just keep them dancing as a hitter. Don't let them settle in on one zone. Move your fastball around inside and out and have control of that changeup.
But the doctor, the good doctor we just saw there on the screen, deep to right field, moving back. And Strawberry makes the catch. For a while, I thought it was going to go all the way back to the warning track. 2 men out.
Well, have you noticed that when it gets real humid, and this is really the first humid day we've had in August for a long time, the ball seems to carry a lot better?
Yes, that's what they say. I could never believe that. They said heavier air makes the ball carry more. You would think that light air would do. It was out in Colorado they got light air. They're a mile up in the air over there. Pat Borders. He's moved around a lot for being a pretty good catcher.
Yeah, he's got a lot of suitcases this year.
That's right.
He had the St. Louis Cardinals suitcase, and he got a California Angels suitcase, and now a White Sox suitcase. For those of you, right? I mean, people don't, maybe they don't know, but when you go to a team, they give you an official team suitcase that you travel as a team, and he's collected 3 this year.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
How many of those suitcases do you still have in your house?
I don't have any. I was never traded.
Yeah, but you must have every year. You used to get a new one from the Yankees.
Yes. Oh, you didn't have to tell the people that. High fly to right field, and O'Neill is there and puts it away. But there was a homer in there, and at the end of an inning and a half, the White Sox won and the Yankees nothing. All right, Chino Martinez will lead it off. Chino hitting .296. He got a day off, or a night off, I should say, last night, batting 15 homers, 78 runs batted in. He kind of got a little overshift on Chino. Ball 1, boy, just to the left of the pitcher, he got a ton of open space.
They really go by their scouting reports because they've had exaggerated defenses on every hitter.
He got around on that one. Wow, wicked hop into the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Scooter almost dictates how they're going to try to pitch you. I would see this Durham playing that far over towards first. You would think he's going to see a lot of changeups where he pulled the ball on the ground.
Right, and inside fastballs and curves. Down, sink it down, and he pulled it naturally. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You almost become handcuffed behind the plate. When the defense is that far out of whack, only so many pitches you can call as a catcher.
Oh, I see what you mean by defense. Okay. Yanks trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Didn't get the sign he wanted. Inside. 2 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kevin Tapani on the mound for the White Sox. He's one of only 3 guys, and you don't think of him in the same breath as Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine, but only 3 guys who won more than 10 games each year this decade.
Is that right?
He's a workhorse. He gives you a lot of innings. He averages over 200 innings the last 5 or 6 years.
Boy, that's the kind of guys you need out there.
He's 10-5 this year. But when you think about Maddux and Glavine, the other 2 top pitchers in your league, but this guy's right with them.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, he nibbled with Chino. Now throwing outside, a rip one to left field. Oh, on the ground, right where he was playing. And 1 man out.
Going to get a chance to see David Cone. There he is. And you know his workout program, this was at 4:30 this afternoon. He threw for 10 minutes off the mound. It's almost like day 1 of spring training. The only difference, he was able to throw his breaking pitches, his off-speed pitches, along with his fastballs. He'll throw for every other day now until he builds up arm strength.
Bluff bunt by Bernie Williams. That was funny what he said. Dr. Hershon looked like he was going to have a heart attack. They're very leery, you know. They don't want anything to happen to him seriously. You can't blame him with that aneurysm. Bernie batting .303, 20 homers, 70 runs batted in. Inside, 1-1.
Torrey really said that Bernie just needs to relax and have some fun. He's been pressing a little bit. He's very hard on himself. And
yeah,
from the All-Star break on, he's been struggling a little.
Because when he was hitting well, he was loose right at the shortstop. And they get him by a stride, and 2 men are out. And that'll bring up Darryl Strawberry. And that wakes the crowd up a little bit. Follow Bernie in, but Darryl gets a good hand. He had the stroke for a while, and he didn't play for a while. Now he was a little behind on the pitches last night. He's hitting .213, 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. Low, ball 1. Sue Lucenta, 72 years old on the 4th of August. Missed it by a couple of days, but happy birthday. Strike 1-1. I notice he's been taking that first call strike, and it always seems to be...
He's in between right now. You're exactly right. He's just a little bit in between.
And that ball really dipped down.
Little split finger fastball from Tapani. The fastball, you know, you get behind the fastball, then you're a little in front of the breaking ball or off-speed pitches. This is a pretty good split finger. Watch. Gets it going way out in front of the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 1-0 the White Sox lead. High, 3-2. I bet he gets 3-2 almost every time he's up there.
Well, he does not want to throw many strikes.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't walk hitters. I mean, think about that. He's trying to get you out with his pitch.
Right. And he almost got him there out in front of that splitter. But you're right what you were saying, Marty. He's trying to get you out with his pitch, so he's just trying to make you nibble for that one just outside the strike zone.
Even this year, 53 walks and 162 innings pitched. He doesn't walk a lot of guys, but he doesn't want to give in to hitters.
That's the pitch says. Darryl wasn't quite ready. Now he is. The payoff pitch. Just got a piece of that good thing. Got a ride.
Today, Chambliss and Darryl had a little session. Had more talking than hitting. Just wants him to make sure he keeps his hands above the baseball. Don't let the hands get below the baseball.
Oh, he creamed that one. Now, I mean, he really creamed that one. Holy cow. It looked like the outfielders were shocked when he swung and hit that one. I mean, his bat is loaded. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, it's like when he hits it, it just jumps off the bat. Oh, we got to get another look at that one. Oh, that ball game is tied up. 1 apiece. So we got 2 amazing stories here this year. Probably 3 with Cone, but Gooden and Strawberry.
Wow.
you see that last fraction of a second, the way he whipped
It looked like an off-speed pitch that he really just
waited.
I've mentioned Chambliss working with him to stay above the baseball, and it looked like from that swing, he just took a nasty cut at that ball. And Scooter, I didn't think it was high enough to get out of here.
I didn't think so, but I mean, this is it's like a snake. And that last whip around with the bat. Ooh. I don't think he did it when he first hit it. Now he knows. Foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the side.
See, he's getting his hands down. Try to get those hands above the baseball and drive through the ball. He hit some unbelievable shots in batting practice, and he's been struggling a little bit. He comes home. That's a nice feeling. First at bat, a dinger.
Oh, boy. A high hopper. And that'll do it. But Strawberry ties the game, and at the end of 2, it's the White Sox 1 and the Yankees 1. All right, here we go in the top of the 3rd. And Cerrone, I can't believe that I forgot to just start off talking about the great Hall of Fame weekend we had.
Well, you led me right into that. You said we were in Kansas City. You were at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown.
And you didn't pick up on it.
I know.
I didn't even know I led you into it. So you know what happened? New glove? All right, Whitey's getting the glove every time. I mean, all my heroes up there. I'm older than most of my heroes. I can't believe it. The oldest rookie in the Hall of Fame. But it was great. We had a golf tournament. Playing against all the... And listen to my team. Al Carpetto. He's with Chase Manhattan. Joe Martinelli with Smith Barney. Tom Muscarella with Bear Stearns. And this other guy got in there. They made me think he was Italian. Well, that's a slow hopper to short. And Jeter makes a nice play. Nice play. Anyway, his name is John Thurlow, but they took the W off, see? And I figured we had an all-Italian team, and we won.
Did you win?
No, I'm not actually. We lost by 1 stroke to Rusty Staub and Steve Carlton. They beat us by 1 stroke, but we finished second. But what a club we had. I mean, these guys were great.
And that's where you have the course all to yourself?
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
You were up there for 5 days?
5 days. Tony Phillips. Oh, yeah, everybody was up there. Yogi had his whole family up there.
Now that when you go in the little entry hall, when you pass by your little plaque,
oh,
you go up and give it a little rub?
But I tell you, I took more time looking at Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, and Joe DiMaggio, because, I mean, my thing is great for my family and myself, but it pales in comparison to these great ball players. Steve is right above it. He ripped me. I'm glad to see that he was in a good mood. I figured he would be in a mean mood, but he and Palmer ripped me. Those pitchers get together.
How about Earl Weaver going in this year?
Oh, did they give him a hard time? Reggie made him feel a little smaller than he really is. He's smaller than me.
He is tiny.
He is tiny. Oh, he was right good. He made a good speech and plays good golf, plays every day.
Now, some news today. Tommy Lasorda, of course, is eligible for the Hall of Fame next year. But on a manager's note, Marcel Latchman got fired from the California Angels.
That's right. Both Latchmans this year got fired.
What do you think about Lasorda maybe next year?
Oh, I think it's a cinch. And I think it'll be a big boost for the Hall of Fame, because this was the smallest crowd they've had in many a moon, Bunning and Weaver, I mean. Look at this guy, how far away from the plate he is. Boy, he falls right into it. Second time he's been on.
Okay, let's take a look at the Delta upcoming schedule, brought to you by the American Express Delta Sky Miles credit card. Chicago's in for 2 more ball games tomorrow night, MSG at 7:30. Thursday, we'll have a day game for you right here on PIX. And then Cecil welcomes his old Tigers back to town. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we got the games on PIX Friday night and Sunday afternoon. And Fox takes over Saturday afternoon. It's always tough when you face your team for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Roberto Martin pops one up in the air to shallow right, coming on O'Neill. And he's got it for the second out.
I was talking to Tony Phillips before the ball game about the team. Do you think wild card right now? He says, no, we're not even thinking wild card. You know, they're leading wild card by 1 game. He says, no, we think we can catch Cleveland. We're only 5 games behind. We got the big Thunder back, and he's talking about Frank Thomas. He says, there's the Central Division, 5 games behind. No wild card talk. He says, if we go to wild card, yeah, we'll be glad. We'll take it. He says, but we got Cleveland Indians in sight.
Good, that's good. It's good to have somebody in front of you they want to go after and not just lay back and say, well, we don't have to play too hard.
Yeah, the only problem, Seattle is right behind them, only a game behind.
Is that right?
Yeah, in the wild card race, if you want to start talking wild card race already.
Well, how does Seattle stand in the race for the? They were on top for quite a while.
And just happen to have that for you, Scooter.
Right.
Wild card race, 1 game behind.
All right, now where do they stand in their division?
In their division.
I know you got all those things on the tip.
1 game behind again.
All right, good. Well, he took a little off 0-2. What was his pitch, Cerrone? You could probably spot
another
it better than
change up, down and away. Hitter sees fastball. There's that slide step. Remember?
Yeah,
slide
now
step change up.
All right, I
now see what it does to a hitter. He thinks it's going to be the fastball, and now he's out in front.
Yep.
This guy has put up some kind of numbers.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he had him reaching for that one. 0-2.
The thing that makes him so tough is that he makes you throw strikes. Look at how far away from the plate. You talk about that dive in. But see how his front side opened up on the changeup.
Yeah.
The ideal spot. He doesn't think you could throw him a fastball in for a strike. It's always a ball. He's backing off. That's because he dives into the ball.
Got him. Struck him out. Holy cow. What a pitch. All on that same pitch. At the end of an inning and a half, it's the White Sox 1, make it 2.5 innings. Yankees 1. All right, we're ready now for the bottom of the 3rd inning. And leading off, Joe Girardi, who is batting a cool .317. No homers, but 34 runs batted in. And a foul out of play, strike 1.
Nice little safety squeeze by Joe Girardi last night.
Oh, and then a good sacrifice bunt later on. He laid down 2 beauties. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, I have never, Scooter, never seen a defense like this in my entire life. You have to look, that's the left fielder in left center. Right center is the center fielder, and look at where the right fielder's playing, on the line.
And look at Joel. If he'd have got that by him, he could have run all day. Nobody in left field. 1 out.
I cannot believe this defense. And he throws him a changeup, which is going to make him pull the ball. He only hits it right at Robin Ventura. He could have ran for a week if that goes by past Ventura. I have never seen defenses this out of whack in a long time. They were really going by their scouting reports 150%.
They were. I think Girardi saw that. He tried to pull it out. You got to try and pull it when they play it like that. That was weird. Jeter bounced out last time, and he gets by the 3rd baseman. I'm telling you, this kid's going to go for 2, and he's going to make it. And that should be a base hit. He had his glove down. The ball just went right underneath it.
Another high split finger fastball up in the strike zone. Ventura goes to the backhand. I don't know, Scooter, do you think he had time to get in front of that ball?
He did have time to get in front of it. They give him a base hit. A double for Jeter.
And that's a great camera right behind home plate. It shows you what it's like to be a catcher or a hitter in the big leagues.
And Jeter hits that ball with overspin a lot of times, and it fools a lot of infielders. All right, here's Wade Boggs. Boggs slide to left first time up. Spinning the ball around, and he backs off. And he steps back off.
Well, they know that Jeter may even though it's Boggs, a left-hand hitter up, with one out, maybe Jeter might try to steal third base.
Okay. Now we got a young man up here, 100 years old, Ernie Giacinto, and we're going to show you in just a moment. There he is.
Italian
Hey, Ernie.
Stallion.
Hey. The Italian Stallion. They used to call Cerrone.
You used to call Cerrone that.
I did, yes.
100 years old.
100 years old, boy. I tell you, it's a big hit down at Spring Lake. All right, Joe. Joe's Delicatessen down in Spring Lake. I said he sent food up here. We are loaded with it.
Okay, Joe.
Ernie. Low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A lot of at-bats against one pitcher. 48 at-bats against Tapani. That gives you a pretty good read how you've done against the pitcher.
Yep. Oh, he creamed that one. Nobody's going to get that one. A line drive went by, and Boggs will be in with a double. Jeter scores, and the Yankees lead now 2-1. Now, when he wants, do you remember the year he hit 20-some-odd home runs?
1987.
He said, if you want me to hit home runs, but he wouldn't do it after that. But look at this.
There's a fastball down and in, and usually Boggs is pushing that ball, fighting it off, and hitting line drives to left field. He said, hey, you're going to pitch me down and in. I'm going to pull this ball. Look at that.
Look at that, yes.
Nice swing, gets the big RBI, and he's had a little bit of a drought since June 1st. That's his 10th RBI since June 1st.
All right. So the 100-year-old man, Ernie Giacinto, brought us a little luck.
How about the energy?
Oh, he is. Oh, he bounces around very spry. 100 looks great. We want to send get well wishes to Tom Rushforth. He's with the Short Hills Hilton Hotel. He's at home recuperating from surgery recently. Now there's a great hotel, Cerrone, right across the street from the Short Hills Mall. All the ladies love to go. Strike 1-1. O'Neill, I tell you what a play that was. That he almost got robbed out of a base hit his first time. He hit a bullet. It hit third base. And Ventura had the presence of mind to just grab it with his bare hand and throw off balance, and they almost got him at first base. You would have seen sparks fly if that had been a true throw and had thrown him out. Up the middle, there's a base hit. And rounding third is Boggs. He's digging for home. He'll score, and the Yankees lead 3-1. Now, how about he just love tapped that one, right?
Well, Scooter, we've been talking about how out of whack the defenses have been and so drastic that it makes it tough for a catcher.
Right.
Well, look at Durham was playing him almost by first base.
Yeah, I know.
And watch this. He doesn't hit this ball good. That's
just barely
a playable ball, but Durham now is just coming into your picture.
That's right.
You got to stay with those scouting reports. That's why I almost like to play guys straight up and use all your pitches. Look at that ball. The second baseman is not in the picture until now.
I can't believe all the drastic defense lineups. Here's another one now. They got Cecil Field, and they give him shading him over to right center field. Strike 1. Cecil flied to right his first time up. They give him all that left field line. Oh, I'd love to see him hit one tonight. This crowd will go wild. Strike 2, 0-2. He's mixing up the pitches well. You know, people from Detroit tell me he's just a wonderful person.
A great guy, wants to be here. The only concern I have is that he's going to be primarily your designated hitter, which he's not used to.
No, I know it.
And he really needs to do some extra work to keep himself in shape.
Right. Got him on an off-speed pitch. But the Yankees pick up 2 runs, and now at the end of 3 is the Yankees 3 and the White Sox. 2 out. Son of a gun. Trying to get out of here, Cerrone. The bridge is getting crowded up there.
It's only the third.
It's only the third. Well, you know, that gives me time. Wait, that gives me time to announce the wedding of Frank Lombardo, one of our cameramen, and Lisa Ferrara on Friday, August the 9th at the Woodbury Country Club in Long Island. And there's Frankie. Frank, attaboy, Frankie.
Getting married?
He's getting married. Now, all you Italians, if you got envelopes you want to send to Frankie, that's the tradition with the Italian weddings, is give an envelope to the bride and groom. Cash only, Dulio says. Yeah. Okay, Mike. Outside. That was Marty? Oh, okay, Marty. Sound like Mike. By the way, before I mentioned Bear Stearns with the kids that played golf with me, James D. Hill, the senior managing director, is here tonight. Off the end of the bat. And they get him. Now, can I say it now, Cerrone?
Now you can.
At the end of 3, it's the Yankees 3 and the White Sox 1.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. There's another changeup from Kenny Rogers, and I welcome back in Bobby Mercer. Bobby, have you ever seen some of the defenses we've seen from the Chicago White Sox?
Whatever it is, it's working for the Yankees and not for the White Sox. There's Lyle Mouton leads it off for the White Sox here in the 4th inning. A 1-1 count coming. And that ball misses inside, so now it's 2-1. Big, strong kid. That's Terry Bevington. 2nd year in the Chicago White Sox managerial position. And he's got this ball club playing some pretty good baseball. Heard you and Scooter talking about how they stand in the standings, and they certainly still have a shot against the Indians, but they definitely have a good shot at that wild card.
And Terry, speaking to him before the game, said that, you know, I know we missed Frank Thomas and what he does for our lineup, but we've lost 4 ball games of those 11 that we lost while he was out in the 8th and 9th inning. Just not been able to bridge the gap to Roberto Hernandez.
Well hit into center field, and Bernie Williams backs up a couple of steps and makes the play. 1 gone here in the top of the 4th inning.
Let's take a look at the batting leaders, brought to you by Heineken. That's Alex Rodriguez from Seattle, 360. Look at Frank Thomas, 355. Roberto Alomar, Chuck Knobloch, Jeff Cirillo. Nobody would know, 335. And Mariano Duncan, there's Frank Thomas. Mariano Duncan, if you're wondering, is hitting 335, but he just doesn't have enough at bats to qualify right now.
And a pretty good hitter right here in Robin Ventura, who homered his first time up back in the 2nd inning. That's how the White Sox got their first run. The Yankees countered in the bottom of the 2nd with a Darryl Strawberry home run. Then the Yankees added 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. And they now lead it 3-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Following Ventura will be Ray Durham. Kenny Rogers on the mound. This time he misses low and inside, and he will fall behind 3-0. You talk about some new names on this ball club. Norberto Martin, Lyle Mouton, Ray Durham. There's a breaking ball in there. Interesting pitch there. Kenny Rogers throwing a breaking ball on a 3-0 count, or a changeup, or whatever it was, but it wasn't a fastball right down Broadway. And this time, that's a good pitch by Rogers. Now it's 3-2.
Looked like another 3-1 changeup. It was a 3-1 fastball that Ventura lost deep into the right field seats.
Little pitchers never forget, do they? And Rogers just missing inside, so Ventura will be on, and that'll bring up Ray Durham.
Bobby, you're talking about the young faces on the White Sox, and only 5 games behind the Cleveland Indians. They only play the Indians 3 more times, so it's going to be a little tough that way. They need to find somebody in that bullpen that they can count on. They have a lot of young guys there that have not been able to do the job so far.
And one of the bright prospects on this ball club, Ray Durham. Bats with 1 gone, 1 out, and 1 man on here in the 4th. Ball 1 to Durham. It seems like tonight, for some reason or another, that Kenny Rogers is trying to be a little bit too fine. 1 ball, 1 strike to Durham. I don't know if he
I think that
fears this lineup a bit. I mean, they've got some pretty good power from the right side. I think Kenny Rogers, though, has more success against the right-handed bats than he would against left-handed bats, simply because of that good changeup that he has.
I think he's showing you the way he pitches almost every time out there. A lot of pitchers talk about they pitch to the catcher and not to the hitter. They really don't care who's up there. They're going to go with their game plan. Because really, Major League hitters don't have that many drastic weaknesses.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Durham.
Seems like a lot of change-ups from Kenny Rogers tonight. Not as many fastballs inside to set up the change-up.
This could be 2. Backhanded nicely by Duncan to Jeter. Back to Martinez. Nifty play pulled off by the Yankee infield, and the White Sox are gone here in the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees coming up and leading it 3-1.
What's big at McDonald's?
All right, bottom of the 4th inning. Bernie Williams swinging at the first pitch. Durham throws out Bernie, and there's a quick 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Yankees lead it 3-1. It is a very hot and muggy night here at the stadium. Look at Darryl Strawberry. And I mean, it was what you call a frozen rope. When it left the bat, it was gone. It was just a matter of if it was going to be high enough. And that's just the kind of a swing there that could get Darryl Strawberry back on track again.
Moved down to number 7th in the batting order tonight.
And the off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Well, Darryl's biggest problem has been that he jumps out at the baseball and he brings his hands forward and his front shoulder flies out. Put finger down low for a ball. Now it's 1-1. Well, if he can just get that timing right again, there's nobody that can hit the ball farther than Darryl Strawberry in baseball. I mean, when he hits it, it is gone, and he can hit them over the moon.
And I was mentioning how Chambliss was working with him, trying to just keep his hands above the baseball. In other words, don't get those hands underneath the ball where you're going to hit fly balls and make your swing long.
High and deep to right field. Kiss it goodbye. How far is this one going to go? Upper deck here at the stadium. It's 2 in a row for Strawberry. It looks like the stroke, the long stroke, is back. Number 5 for Darryl Strawberry. The Yankees lead it 4-1.
Wow. What else can you say? It almost looks like the identical spot. This one just had a little longer hang time. Wow.
I actually think he hit that off the end of the bat a little bit, too.
Sure. Well, it couldn't have been at a better time. You're talking about over the moon. Watch this.
But look at the hands back.
Yeah, the hands were back. Wow. That's a nice feeling. Little friendly competition with Strawberry and Cecil Fielder. That's nice to see.
1 ball, 1 strike count to Mariano Duncan. 1 down here in the 4th inning. Yankees lead at 4-1. Look what the Yankees have done, though. Just in the very short period of time, they have added, which they didn't have a whole lot of power in this ball club. Now they have Darryl Strawberry and Cecil Fielder. Hit hard to Snopek at shortstop, and there's 2 gone.
Wow, we got to just take a break here. Wow, that was a blast. I mean,
a blast from the past.
But what a nice swing there. Whatever Chambliss was working with Darryl today, and you saw that it was more talking than anything else. It is paying big dividends. But Bobby, you touched on it. The home run power, Cecil, Darryl, different element to the Yankees that they haven't had this year.
And Joe Girardi batting, swings and fouls the first pitch back and out of play. Let's take one more look at it.
It gets better each time, and it gets a little bit further.
To say about this. What's happening? Uh-oh.
Oh, man, it's just a matter of when and where is it going to come down.
Pop foul back behind the Yankee dugout. No balls, 2 strikes to Joe Girardi, and you touched on it a bit about the weird positioning of the defense for the Chicago White Sox and Joe Girardi. I don't think they think he can pull the ball down the left field line.
And he did. Remember, with Venturi hit a bullet at third.
He hit a bullet to Venturi his first time up, and it was caught, but it was hit hard. Either that or they're just pitching him away and making him hit the ball.
Yeah, but I've never really, Bobby, look, I've never seen it this drastic. Look, that's the center fielder. And look at the right fielder. He could touch the foul line down the right field line. It's different.
Tapani 0-2. The count to Girardi. 2 down here in the 4th. Just hung on to that one a little bit too long.
You know, if he hits a hard ground ball up the middle, just a hard ground ball, and he's been a big surprise this year. Look at this. Since June 10th, hitting .385, 11 steals, and Mariano Duncan.
Well hit into left field, but a little bit too high. It allows Phillips to run underneath it. So Girardi once again hits the ball hard. It comes up with nothing but Strawberry with a long home run, his 5th of the year for the Yankees. And the Yanks lead it here in the Bronx 4-1.
Come on, watch out.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. In the long history of the Chicago White Sox, they've had 3 American League Most Valuable Player Award winners. Can you name them?
All right, we'll think about that just a bit.
I think I can get one.
Snopek leads it off for the White Sox here in the 5th inning. Bottom 3 coming up for Chicago. Well hit and past Jeter into left field for a base hit. So Snopek gets it started for the White Sox here in the 5th inning. Yankees lead at 4-1.
Tapani and Borders saying, hey, we got to change our game plan. I mean, this guy's beaten us twice talking about Strawberry. Let's try something different. Maybe we got to knock him down. He's just feeling a little too comfortable.
No, they don't do that anymore in baseball. It's the knockdown pitch just doesn't happen. If you're going to knock somebody down, Mariano had been knocked down a couple of times. Nice bunt. It'll be picked up by Girardi. Nice play as the cat jumps right on top of it. I thought he was going to let it roll foul there just for a second. That was Pat Borders.
He really got out of the chute in a hurry. Let's watch this. This is a pretty good bunt.
I say it's a bad play.
I don't know, Bobby. Yeah, it looks like it was going to roll foul. You think they should just let Borders keep hitting and not take the out?
No, I say it's a bad play simply because with them losing 4-1, Borders either has to make a perfect bunt base hit or it has to go foul.
But
you can't get thrown out on that play.
The only problem was Girardi was just a little too quick. He got it in fair territory.
Girardi's doing everything.
In other words, if that was me catching, slow guy.
Possible base hit, I don't know.
Or it would have rolled foul.
It'd have rolled foul before he got out there.
Right.
No, I don't know about that. Well, maybe. Mike Cameron. And Jeter deep in the hole. He was going to throw it before he caught it. He knew that he was going to have to hurry, so he reached down and was rearing back to throw it before it was in the glove.
I don't know if he gets Mike going down first base. Ball's hit a little bit off the end of the bat. Cameron can run, but you're right. He just takes his eye off the baseball. Would have been close at first base. He gets a tough error.
He's 6. I'm going to bring up Tony Phillips. And the White Sox have missed this guy. What a valuable player he is on a ball club. He is 1 for 1 tonight. Been to the plate twice, and it looks like that Kenny Rogers really doesn't want to have anything to do with Tony Phillips. Walked him the last time. Guy that could play all the positions. He's a spark plug for a ball club. He's a good hitter.
He comes to play every day. He did such a great job for Sparky Anderson, the Tigers, California Angels, now the White Sox, and they love him. Down low, ball 2-0 to Tony Phillips. You talk about how a pitcher winds up to pitch. Well, Tony Phillips does the same thing as a batter. It's all timing for him. He really gets to his backside. I mean, it's a different stance. But watch, he's going to wind up just with the pitcher.
A little looper into shallow right field. Coming on is Bernie. What a play Bernie makes. A diving stab of that little looper into short right field. Bernie Williams just outran it and made a spectacular play. Tagging up and going to third is Snopek. But more importantly, there's 2 gone.
Great play by Bernie Williams. Good jump off the bat. And a heads-up play. Look at it again, another replay in the heel of the glove. Able to hold on to the baseball. Look at that, right in the butt. I'm surprised that ball did not pop out of that glove.
Put a good squeeze on it.
He sure did. You got to be pretty strong to hold that ball in there at the bottom of the glove.
So 2 gone, and that brings up Martin, the designated hitter. Runners at first and third now for the White Sox. Yankees in front, 4-1. And the snap throw to first base, and Cameron just barely getting underneath the tag of Martinez.
Cameron did have 33 stolen bases in Birmingham, Double-A affiliate for the Chicago White Sox. He also had 24 home runs. He was trying to become one of only 5 guys to have joined the 30-30 club in the minor leagues.
Fastball way out of the strike zone. What does that tell you? That tell you he's a little bit anxious? What does that tell you as a catcher when you see a guy swing at a fastball?
Go up a little bit higher.
Try him a little bit higher.
Yep, just go right up the ladder with him. See if he's going to expand the zone that much.
They went down low. You would almost think a right-handed batter like Martin, finally he gets Kenny Rogers to get one upstairs, you know, instead of having to swing at that one going down and away from him. And I think that you get a little bit more anxious and you want to hack at them.
Yeah, the eye level,
no matter
you see it better.
How high they are. High as an elephant's eye. They don't care. Easy play for Rogers. White Sox are gone. They leave 2 on here in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Yankee Stadium. Kenny Rogers, the Yankees in front, 4-1. New York Yankees baseball is brought to you by Nobody Beats the Wiz for state-of-the-art home electronics, computers, cameras, music, movies, and more. Nobody beats the Wiz. Yankees sending up Derek Jeter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jeter 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. As he continues his hot hitting for the Yankees, now his average up to 306. Well, make it go up about another 3 points to 309 with that base hit, and Jeter is 2 for 3.
I don't think they expected the offense and the defense that they've been getting from Jeter. This guy just keeps improving each time. Quiet confidence. Pulling baseballs a little better than we saw him early in the year. Look at that. Good extension through the baseball. Drives it into left field. 4 hits last night. Just stay hot.
He is definitely smoking. Smoking hot with a bat, I mean. Wade Boggs, who is also 1 for 2 with an RBI. He doubled into right field. There goes Jeter. The throw by Porter's not in time as Jeter takes second base. Big jump by Derek Jeter.
Big jump by Jeter. Borders did everything he could. He tried to cheat. Watch how he cheats. See, look, he gets in position to throw real quick. Almost pulled away from the bag. Watch. See how he pulls away. Good jump by Jeter. And just beats the throw to second base.
8 stolen base for Derek Jeter. Now the Yankees. Nobody out. A man on second. And Boggs goes the opposite way this time. Base hit. Derek Jeter will be held at third. And some signs of life from the bat of Wade Boggs coming here at Yankee Stadium tonight.
Well, that's been the impressive thing, Bobby. They've been winning without Boggs, O'Neill, Bernie Williams. They've been doing it with good pitching. Now this is a chance with nobody out. Willie Randolph doesn't want to get Jeter thrown out at the plate. First and third, nobody out. Look at this. Boggs takes a fastball, middle of the plate in. This time he drives it to left field. I mean, it's amazing. He took the same pitch. He hit a double off the right field wall the last time and hit it to left field this time.
All right, runners at first and third, nobody out. Paul O'Neill, the batter. Pop foul and out of play. Paul O'Neill Has 11 straight RBIs with a runner on third base with less than 2 outs. So 11 in a row, and he has a chance to make it 12 here.
That's almost a free RBI.
Oh, it is.
You just almost, O'Neill got lucky there. He swung at a first pitch changeup, and he was glad it went into foul territory and asked play.
These are the kind of positions that you really love to hit in if you're a left-handed batter in O'Neill's spot. That's down low. On deck is Cecil Fielder. He has got a excellent average with runners in scoring position. One thing about O'Neill, he normally puts the ball in play. He will put the ball in play.
Another changeup from Tapani. So far, he's seen 3 straight changeups. And Tapani's a unique pitcher. He throws 2 different types of changeup. He has a straight changeup that kind of fades away from a left-hand hitter. Then he has the split finger fastball. You know, they call it a fastball. I don't know why, but it's really a changeup.
Well, he's in front of O'Neill, 1 and 2. Nobody out here in the 5th. Runners at first and third. Now he tries to take a fastball inside and low.
I think that was more for just show just to set up the split finger. And what makes the split finger so tough to hit, it's got late life to it. Drops out of the strike zone. The real good ones are the ones that bounce in the dirt.
And never are a strike. We'll see what happens here. And that one was down low. Now the count goes to 3 and 2. You know, the guy that had one of the best split-fingered fastball, Bruce Sutter, he never threw it for a strike. But the hitter couldn't lay off him.
You'd swing at balls that would bounce in front of home plate.
Yeah, the scouting report was don't swing at Bruce Sutter's split-fingered fastball. They couldn't help themselves.
You should go up there without a bat in your hand.
They couldn't help themselves. Ground ball right side. Durham to second for 1, and O'Neill beats the throw, so he'll get an RBI, and his streak will continue. And the Yankees lead at 5-1 as Jeter scored.
You talked about
the pitch that he wanted to drive.
You talk about him putting the ball in play. He did put it in play. He got himself an RBI. Good hustle down the line. Just beats the throw back to first base.
And I think that he could smell that RBI. That's the reason he ran a little bit faster going down the line, because if it's a double play, it's no RBI for O'Neill, even though the run scored. Cecil with a big swing and a foul back and out of play.
He puts everything he has into it. He swings with a vengeance. I mean, he's angry. When you teach Little League kids, you talk about you have to have a little anger in your swing.
Cecil has flied out and struck out tonight.
Doesn't have the helmet to match the uniform number yet. He's still wearing number 25 helmet.
This time it's fouled. Got in on him a bit. He's got number 25. He's got Joe Girardi's helmet on now. But he's got his old number back. He talked Girardi out of that number, so he's wearing his own number 45. And Girardi's wearing number 25. But the helmet remains 25. All you got to do is just take a couple of letters and peel that off and make it 4-5. Just missing outside. Now, normally, a guy, when he asks for a number and a guy gives it up, coming over from another team, they usually give him a little something. I wonder
take him to dinner or something. Buy him
dinner.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me? This guy's making $9 million.
Hey,
how about a new Rolex, a diamond Rolex, gold, beautiful gold diamond Rolex. Hard play for Ventura, but he makes it on Fielder. No chance to force the runner at second, so O'Neill will end up at second. There's 2 gone.
Yeah, Jeter's wearing your old number, isn't he?
Yeah, but mine was retired until Jeter got there.
Oh, was it retired number? And that's the only place Ventura had.
It was in mothballs is what it was.
It's been a fun year for the Yankees. They do little things to win ball games. They play fundamental baseball.
And they're 10 games up on Baltimore in the Eastern Division. 66-44 their record, with this big homestand in front of them. Tino Martinez batting with 2 gone. Up high for a ball. The Yankees lead at 5-1. There's the standings in the American League East. A commanding lead so far. And the Yankees seem to be getting better. I mean, they've improved their ball club from that point. From the 10-game lead, now they've got Strawberry and Cecil Fielder. So they've answered one of their weaknesses, which was power. And I think you're going to see the Yankees from this point on become a better offensive ball club simply because it complements all the other line drive type hitters in that lineup. And it makes them better hitters.
Almost like with Frank Thomas being back in the White Sox lineup. The only question I have, Bobby, Cecil's used to playing first base. I talked to him today about that. He says, I really got to keep myself busy in between at bats. I don't want to get lazy. I go up, I stretch, I stay in the ball game. It's tough for me. He says Torre did a good job getting him 2 starts at first base in Kansas City.
3-0 pitch on the outside corner, 3-1. I'll tell you what, if I was playing today, I would bribe Joe Torre to bat in front of Cecil Fielder.
Oh, man, you'd get some good pitches.
If they're going to pitch all those left-handers, perfect place to be. Good swing by Martinez, but he gets underneath it and fouls it over the White Sox dugout. I'd almost give Torre a gold Rolex. I'd bribe him. I would. Whatever he wanted. Whatever you want, Joe, but it's only a dream. So you don't have to really react on it. But a perfect place to bat in this order.
See some good pitches day in and day out. Good protection now throughout the lineup.
3-2 count coming to Martinez. Inside, ball 4. So 2 men on. That'll bring up Bernie.
Bobby, before I forget, I got to say hello to little leaguers from the Van Ness Little League in Bronx, New York. There's 300 of them in Section 11.
Really?
300 in Section 11.
Well, we got to get a shot of them.
Tommy from Bon Appetit Deli in Cresskill sent up a little note.
Get the Little League. Now it's Bon Appetit, right?
Bon Appetit.
All right. The Bon Appetit Deli. Bernie 0 for 2. Make it 1 for 3 and a couple of RBIs, maybe. 1 run will score. They're going to wave in Martinez. He's around third. He will score, and Bernie has a 2-out triple, and the Yankees lead it 7-1. Where's the weakness?
Well, right now, this is what they expected. Good offensive production from this new lineup, a revamped Yankee lineup. And Bernie's been a little bit of a funk. Drives the ball into the gap, and now it just runs to the wall. Martinez and O'Neill score.
So Bernie Williams with a triple and 2 RBIs.
Just like that, it's Yankees 7, White Sox 1.
Tampany gave up 8 runs against Seattle a long time ago. Darryl Strawberry with a big swing. He wanted to make it 3 home runs in a row in that swing. That's number 2. That came in the 4th inning, a high shot into the upper deck. And it's a fun time to hit, especially when you come up there with a lot of confidence and you're seeing the ball and you're seeing it all the way when it leaves the pitcher's hands. That's outside low, 2-1 out of Strawberry.
Both the home run pitches were tailing fastballs kind of up and out over the plate. This at bat, it looks like Tampany wants to power him up in the strike zone.
Whoa. Watch out.
That was the ball up in the strike zone, Bobby. A little bit tougher to hit and handle, but a pretty good cut by Strawberry.
2-2. 7-1, the Yankees lead it here in the 5th inning. Well, hit into right field, going back is Mouton. Look up, it's gone. Strawberry has 3 home runs in a row, and he is definitely out of his slump. Yankees lead it 9-1.
it is just electric here at Yankee Stadium. I mean, the crowd is on its feet. That ball, look at it, little curtain call. Welcome back to New York.
And Mariano Duncan, who bats behind Strawberry, would not get into the batter's box until Darrell came out to take his curtain call. And he needs and deserves a curtain call. His third home run in a row tonight. Second time in Strawberry's career that he has hit 3 home runs in a row.
And it's only the bottom of the 5th. He'll get a chance for number 4.
Man, rub a little of that head, get some luck, all right?
Hey, start lining up next to Chris Chambliss.
Whoa, man, oh, man. And Duncan fouls the first pitch back and out of play.
Back to that same pitch again. This ball did not have time to get, I mean, it was out of here in a hurry, but it's 3 pitches in a row, very similar.
This is a high fly ball left side. And Ventura camped under it. But boy, the Yankees have done damage here in the 5th inning. They've scored 5 home runs. Strawberry has hit 3 in a row so far tonight. Stay with us. We go to the top of the 6th, and the Yankees lead it 9-1. The player of the game right now is Darrell Strawberry. And one more look at the 3rd home run in a row hit by Strawberry. And it's another line shot, and it was gone all the way after it left the bat. White Sox could be in shock right now. The Big Hurt batting here in the top of the 6th inning. Frank Thomas, who is 0 for 1, that is. That's Andy Fox, who took over at second base for the Yankees. This is foul down the right field line, so the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Frank Thomas. And I mean, this crowd is into it tonight. They've had a lot to cheer about, and
well, just think,
man, they are excited.
It's been a busy day for the Yankees here. You had Cecil coming here for the first time, David Cone throwing off the mound for the first time, and then Darrell Strawberry hitting 3 home runs. Wow, big day here at Yankee Stadium.
And that'll loosen up the strike zone a bit, too, for Kenny Rogers, having a 9-1 lead. The Sox batting here in the top of the 6th. He can be a little bit more loose now pitching to Frank Thomas. The one thing he doesn't want to do at this point is start walking guys. Even though Frank Thomas commands more walks than anybody in baseball at this point. 3 balls and a strike to Thomas. I think he's a little bit irritated, thinking about the same thing. It looks that way, kind of on his face, the way he's moving around at home plate. Come on, you got a 9-1 lead. Throw the ball down the middle. Let me take my chances. And that one's down the middle, and he lines it hard, but right to O'Neill. See?
That's it.
Just throw it down the middle. There's 9 guys out there that's going to catch it.
That's exactly right.
Those guys that get those 3 hits every time at the plate. I'll get back to that. Go ahead.
And here's the answer to tonight's trivia question. In the long history of the White Sox, they have had 3 American League Most Valuable Players. Can you name them? Frank Thomas did it twice in '93 and '94. Richie Allen in '72. Dick Allen,
okay.
Yeah. And Nellie Fox. When I was a kid, I used to use a Nellie Fox bat.
Now, I don't know. We take a look at Big Hurt, but when Allen did that, was it Richie Allen or Dick Allen that did it?
He changed his name a lot of times.
Mouton swinging at the first pitch and grounds it to Andy Fox, testing him at second base. There's 2 gone. Andy Fox, who took over for Mariano Duncan.
Your theory is right. 9-1 lead. Throw the ball over the plate. Let them hit them. We've got 7 fielders behind you as a pitcher.
Hey, you're a catcher. It's 1-1-1 right now.
Well, he also shakes off. I mean, I saw him shaking off to that breaking ball.
That's just for effect, though. Robin Ventura. He hit a home run in the 2nd inning. Then he walked in the 4th. Robin now with 25 home runs. 2 balls, no strike count to Ventura. 2 down here in the 6th inning. 9-1, the Yankees lead it. Full foul to the right side.
I think this is kind of what General Manager Bob Watson had in mind with the offense of the Yankees. adding Fielder, adding Strawberry. Bernie Williams with the big RBI triple tonight. In other words, this is the production he expected out of his line. There's Big Bull.
Gentle Bob Watson, and what a job he has done here with this ball club. He has answered the call in some of the weak points and weak spots that the Yankees have had, and have pulled off with Cecil Fielder coming over here. I think that's one of the biggest trades, and almost cinches it for the Yankees if it doesn't cinch it for the Yankees.
I think you don't like to look ahead, but you have to start thinking. I mean, they have a 10-game lead. I heard somebody say that no team has ever lost not qualified for the playoffs with a 10-game lead as of August 1st. Well, those things can always change, but
did he go around? They say yes. Girardi puts the tag on Ventura, so the White Sox are gone 1-2-3 here in the 6th inning. Kenny Rogers enjoying that 9-1 lead.
New York Yankees baseball is brought to you by Heineken, true to the original recipe since 1886. Now, Bobby, what are we looking at there? What is that?
That's a base. That's the base on the dirt.
Let's see when they pull that back. Oh, that is the base. Where is that? That is first base or third base?
It took a while.
I didn't know what that was. Third base.
You know what this is here, don't you?
This is a new pitcher for the White Sox, Jeff Darwin. He's the brother of Danny Darwin. I played with Danny Darwin, and as a matter of fact, Danny just got traded to the Houston Astros, trying to help them out. But Jeff Darwin, very similar pitcher and build to his brother Danny.
So he pitches the first time against the Yankees. Joe Girardi leading off. And quickly, Girardi hits one hard, a one-hopper to Snopek. It's short, and there's one down. Girardi 0 for 3 tonight, but it really wouldn't reflect how he swung the bat. So you go back to the bench, and you have an 0 for 3, but your confidence is still high simply because you've hit the ball hard.
He's swinging the bat good, hitting, like we said, 385 since June 10th. Now, that's a good 2 months. I mean, just about 2 months long. Slap hitter.
This brings up Derek Jeter. First pitch swinging and fouls the back line of play. Jeter is 2 for 3 with a single and a double, and he's also scored 2 runs. So Jeter now with his average up to 308 with those 6 home runs and 47 RBIs. 9-1 the Yankees lead it. Jeff Darwin made his Chicago Whites debut against Cleveland on July the 7th.
Just like his brother Danny Darwin, who's known to do that an awful lot.
Darwin trying to sneak one inside.
Wow, that is sneaky, though. Sneaky little fastball. Look at this. Up and in.
Yeah, but it's not that close. Derek leaning out over the plate. That barely missed. In fact, it may have caught the inside corner of the plate. That's fouled off to the right side now to play. It looked to me like that ball caught a piece of the plate, even though Derek hit the deck like it was way inside.
Well, more and more hitters do that, Bobby. You're right. They lean over. They try to protect the outside part of the plate because that's where all the pitchers are going to be, away from you. Very few pitchers pitch inside. That's a little different now. Do you see what he does? Do you see what Jeff Darwin does with that front glove? He kind of slaps it at the hitter. If we could pick this up. Watch this. Watch his glove. His glove will, almost like a slap shot. Watch his glove. Right there. Boom.
Little looper out into shallow center field, and Durham made a nice try, but he couldn't come up with it, and Jeter has 3 hits on the evening. That'll bring him up over 310.
3 hits after having a 4-hit night yesterday.
Boy, when you're hot, these things fall in too.
See, he goes back inside, jams him again, but he's strong enough to get that ball into the outfield. Look at the effort of Ray Durham, though. He made up a lot of ground on that last couple of feet. Good hustle by Durham. One down, that is.
And Wade Boggs, who is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. And they're going to play behind Jeter at first base. Strike one to Boggs.
A little more standard for Boggs. Center field is just shading towards left center. Big gap in right center field for Wade. I read
no ball, 2 strikes.
Bobby today. He has another single tonight, right? He needs 13 singles to have 2,000 singles in his career.
That almost stretched from here to your home. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boggs.
To my home or to Oklahoma City?
Your home.
2,000 singles in his career.
They could have been those little duck snorts out there. I mean, they don't have to be those long singles.
43 more hits to get to 2,700.
Look at this. He knew there was a big hole between first and second, and he turned the wrist over and drove one in between that gap. And he picks up his third base hit as Jeter moves to second.
Now make that 12 singles to 2,000. 42 hits to 2,700 hits in his major league career. But you're right, watch. Just turns his wrists over and drives that ball in the hole. 3 hits for Boggs. And now you're seeing the offense like they thought the Yankees would contribute. They really have been struggling offensively as a team for the last 10 or 12 games.
And O'Neill steps in, who is 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And Borders wants to talk to Darvish.
This is more just to go over what sign they're going to use with runner on second base. They want to use first sign, second sign, an indicator. A lot of different signs today because more and more guys will try to steal signs from second base. Well, let me tell you about Toyota now presents this date in baseball history. Well, we'll get to that right after the pitch from Darwin. Toyota now presents. Here it is, 1985, the Major League Baseball Players Association went on strike. That was this date in baseball history, and that's something you don't want to talk about. This has been Toyota's This Date in Baseball History. I love what you do for me, Toyota. No more strikes.
Should that actually happen again? Right side, Durham, nice play to Snopek for 1, back to the Big Hurt, and a 4-6-3 double play, and the Yankees are gone. They played 6 full here at the stadium. Darryl Strawberry with 3 home runs in a row. Stay with us. Will it be 4 for Darryl? He could be coming up in the 7th inning. Yankees.
What's big at McDonald's?
Well, back to the 7th inning. And Ray Durham leads it off for the White Sox, and it's 9-1. The Yankees out in front. Kenny Rogers, who has started and gone all the way. And Durham trying to bunt his way on. Quickly out there is Girardi. And there's one gone as we welcome back the Scooter Phil Rizzuto, and it has been an exciting night so far. Scooter.
I want to tell you
Holy cow.
Holy cow is right. The Story has put on a show. And I tell you, but the stories that we have on this team as we watch this play again, it's the second time 2 good bunts by Durham, but thrown out both times. But you got the story with Strawberry and a comeback.
Doc Gooden?
Doc Gooden.
Probably will win the comeback player of the year.
And what about David Cone?
David Cone coming back to a great workout day today.
This club is something. They got a lot of stories to tell on this club.
I mean, there is a lot of optimism right now that David Cone will be pitching for the Yankees by the 15th of September.
Well, he said he would, you remember? And you got to believe the guy. He's a real workhorse.
Ray Durham. outside, ball 2, 2-2. So we understand now that Garcia calls Durham back on that play because it hit him. It was a foul ball and not a regular play. So it's nobody out until now. Now it's a strikeout. So Durham strikes out, leading off here in the 7th inning. That'll bring up Chris Snopek. Now he's officially out because he walked out of the batter's box, right?
Yep. How about Rogers, the way he has settled down? After that 2nd inning when they hit the home run and then they got a lot of line drives and long outs, and now nothing but zeros on the board.
Hey, you'd settle down too if you had a 9-1 lead.
What? Yeah.
And everybody coming to the plate on your side offensively is either hitting the ball out of the ballpark or driving in a run. Yankees with 9 runs on 12 hits. And this is Chris Snopek.
You know, everybody's waiting for Strawberry to come up for the
7th
next
time.
at bat.
It'll be in the 7th inning. Cecil Fielder will lead off. Martinez, Bernie Williams, the scheduled 3, and then Strawberry becomes the 4th batter in that inning. Lazy fly ball, and underneath it is Derek Jeter, 2 gone. That'll bring up Pat Borders.
Speaking of Jeter, as we look at him now, I mean, he hits bullets and gets base hits. He hits them off his fist and he gets base hits. He's just having one of those years.
He's got his average up over 310 now.
Yes.
Pat Borders batting, 2 gone. He is 0 for 2 tonight.
He used to be a 300 hitter, didn't he? Not too long ago.
Had some great years with Toronto.
Yeah.
Was traded to Chicago from California. Talk about California. Marcel Latchman aspiring today.
What a
So
shame.
if your name is Latchman in baseball today, you better be prepared. You're gone.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Rene Latchman from Miami Marlins was let go.
He was the first manager fired, and his brother the second. That's got to be the first time, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And old John McNamara's in the right spot at the right time.
Mac?
He's
He is
great.
there,
He's a
isn't
great
he?
guy. You know, when you need somebody.
I think he was a roving catching instructor in that organization.
Is that
and
right?
Now he finds himself as the interim manager.
Uh-huh.
Just missing inside, so it's 2-2 to Borders. Yeah, Johnny Mac. California will be coming to Yankee Stadium. We'll get a chance to see Johnny Mac and the Angels. Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott's really been struggling. Catches him on the inside corner as he strikes out Borders. So Rogers has struck out 2 and 3 here in the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and the Yankees in total command, 9-1.
Fans, the weather's not the only thing heating up these days. Tune in Thursday at 7:30 when the Jets' Hugh Douglas, AFC's Defensive Rookie of the Year, sets his sights on another award-winning season as the Jets take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Be there for the kickoff Thursday night at 7:30 right here on the WB Channel 11. And
Talk about football. Here's Cecil Fielder leading off for the Yankees. And another base hit, number 13 for the Yankees tonight. And the first for Cecil Fielder.
He could play any position he wanted.
I'm talking about football. 250 pounds. And that's a lot of muscle.
Yep.
You go down there and grab a hold of him. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of other stuff on him. It's muscle.
Why, now that's Assures.
Darryl Strawberry
Will bat this inning, right?
Well, maybe.
Oh, could be a double play.
Yeah, Martinez, who is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Strike 1 to Martinez.
He must be the only Yankee without a base hit, right? Or am I wrong again?
Now, there's a couple.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Foul back on a play. So let me see your scorecard. I think, no, let me read yours. Let me look at it.
You don't want to look at my scorecard, Merce.
Well, I want to make sure that I can only tell by looking at your scorecard. Give me that napkin there. What's that WW mean? Foul back on
I got a lot of them on tonight. I wasn't watching. That Strawberry shook me up.
Yeah, a lot of WWs on your scorecard.
Yeah. Listen, that. I'm not in order. I'm saying there's Strawberry. Boy, you can't wait to get up there.
I can't blame him. Yeah, what are you going to say?
Well, I was going to say about the Jets' #1 pick in the draft had just signed. Keyshawn Johnson. And
he signed tonight.
I had been listening to the coach, Rich Kotite, was on the fan today. He had a little argument with
Francesa?
No, not what was before Francesa. It was
Salzburg?
Salzburg and the schmoozer and the sweater.
Summers?
Yes, Summers. He asked a question, and boy, Kotite really got upset.
Another pitch foul backing out of play.
But anyway, he was talking about Keyshawn Johnson. Well, we can't worry about him. He says, we got a team and we're focused now, and we got a good team. And if he doesn't sign, well, that's it. He doesn't sign.
Well, he's signed now, so you can start worrying about him. Your worries have just started, Coach. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Martinez. Nobody out. Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Oh, this could spell trouble for those guys in the American League East. Way high and outside. Now it's 3-2. The Yankees are going to play 16 of their next 19 games here at Yankee Stadium, I think it is. And you know what kind of home record they have, and they have a 10-game lead going into tonight's game. Baltimore is leading Milwaukee 9-0 in the 4th inning.
Wow.
Got in on him just a hair, moving over his Mouton. Deep to right center, so Martinez is gone. Fielder will move back to first base. And that'll bring up Bernie Williams. And on deck is Darryl Strawberry. There's the straw man. He has 3 home runs in a row tonight so far. 2 solo shots, and in the 5th inning, a 2-run shot. And no doubters off the bat of Darryl Strawberry.
As soon as they were, you could sound of that.
Bernie had a triple in the 5th inning that drove in 2 runs. Jeff Darwin on the mound for the White Sox. Kevin Taffety started. Gave way to Darwin in the 6th inning. 9-1, the Yankees lead it on 13 hits.
You very seldom see Taffety lit up like that, you know it, with his stuff.
And the Yankees didn't even get into New York until about 5 o'clock this morning as they flew in after their game in Kansas City.
And Texas the same way. I mean, rather Chicago came from Texas.
But that's baseball.
Yes, it is. And who would have thought the Yankees would be this wide awake, huh?
I'll tell you what, who would have thought the fans here at Yankee Stadium would be this wide awake? It is an electrifying crowd.
Yep.
And a good crowd on hand.
They're not going to leave until Strawberry has his last at bat. He might get 2 if they keep hitting like this.
2 balls and a strike, 1 away, and Strawberry on deck, looking for that 4th home run in a row. The only other Yankee to hit 4 home runs in a row was Lou Gehrig. In one game back on June the 3rd, 1932. Low and inside, ball 3, 3-1. 4 guys have done it in the 4 consecutive manner. Gehrig, Blanchard, Johnny Blanchard, Mickey Mantle,
and Bobby Mercer.
Can't even believe it myself. High fly ball. Moving back on it is Phillips as he makes the play. 2 gone, and here comes Darryl Strawberry.
Look at the standing. They're going to stand up before he swings even now. Wow, this is unbelievable. You never saw this before. The whole house standing up.
Strawberry hit a solo shot back in the 2nd inning. Here comes Terry Bevington. Let me just take you through the 3 home runs as Bevington makes his way to the mound. Strawberry will get a chance to hit against another pitcher as Bevington goes to the mound. Darwin is gone.
A left-hander they're bringing in.
So the 3 home runs have come off of right-handed pitching here for the White Sox, and Bevington has seen enough. As he will go to the left-handed pitcher. And we will see what happens to Darryl Strawberry and the Yankees when we come back right after these messages.
The race is on. Catch Joe Torre's Yankees as they take on the tough Seattle Mariners August 16th at 7:30, the 17th at 4, the 18th at 1:30, and August 19th at 7:30. On August 16th, Foot Locker presents Yankees Athletic Sock Night. The 17th is Yankee Tote Bag Day, courtesy of WABC Talk Radio 77. And on Sunday the 18th, Bonita Bananas presents Kids Cup Day for fans 14 and under. We'll see you at the stadium.
Hurry into Pep Up.
Hey, Yankee fans, children between 7 and 14 can enter to be a bat boy or bat girl by sending a postcard by August 19th to Always the Yankees, Always Coca-Cola, P.O. Box JAF 3210, New York, New York, 10116.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium, and we want to welcome ESPN Worldwide, who is tuning in right now. Darryl Strawberry, with 3 home runs in a row so far, will be facing this new pitcher, Larry Thomas, here in the 7th inning. And the breaking ball low and away. The only other Yankee to hit 4 consecutive home runs in one game was Lou Gehrig back in 1932, June the 3rd. And Darryl Strawberry has his moment right here. Now the pitch missing outside, so the count goes to 2 balls, no strikes.
I don't think Darryl's going to see a fastball all night from this left-hander.
Well, after what he's done off the right-handed pitching, Kevin Tapani gave up 2 home runs in the 2nd and the 4th home run, 4th inning that was, and then Jeff Darwin in the 5th.
Ooh, he got one. Oh,
good swing, but fouls it back and out of play.
He knew he had his pitch there. Ooh.
You know, it's one thing, Scooter, when you, like Darryl has been struggling now for about 3 weeks.
Right.
And has been jumping out at the ball until he hit that first home run in the 2nd inning. He kept his hands back. He's been working with Chris Chambliss on staying on top of the ball. And that's just the one swing that can really break you out of that slump. Up high, ball 3.
The fans, I knew they'd start booing if he walked. Oh, if he walks him, they'll really boo.
The Yankees lead it 9-1 with a good crowd on hand here at Yankee Stadium. The 3rd pitcher used in this ball game by the White Sox, Larry Thomas, comes in to face Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry wants a little time. Field line. Tony Phillips will move towards the line, and he will make the play. But nevertheless, Strawberry has hit 3 in a row, and he will get a big standing applause here at the stadium. Yankees lead it 9-1.
Baseball.
Well, time now for the home run leaders, brought to you by Miller Lite. When you've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite, life is good. Carlton Fisk. And Frank Thomas is breathing right down the neck of Carlton Fisk with Harold Baines. And remember Bill Melton, Ron Kittle, and Minnie Minoso. Gerald Williams will move into left field to replace Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry missed his chance to tie a record, a long-standing record, as he flied out to left field after hitting 3 home runs in a row. He missed his 4th. So after that, Joe Torre replaces Darryl with Gerald Williams in left field. And leading off for the White Sox here in the 8th inning, Mike Cameron, who is 0 for 2. One ball, 1 strike to Cameron. Well,
you know, a lot of excitement.
A lot of history could have been made here tonight.
And, you know, Strawberry's got power to left field, too. He just got under that a little bit.
That guy was pitching him like it was the last game of the World Series.
Yep.
Coming on is Boggs. And, hey, get out of the way, guys. You know, I'll make the play. You're in my territory.
That's embarrassing for Boggs. But the thing is, they catch so many fly balls going out in the outfield. They're as good as the infielders catching. But he nonchalant at that, didn't he? Look at Boggs. He's yelling, I got it, Boggs.
Pretty nonchalant,
Yep.
right? And he is in control right now. The White Sox have 1 run on 3 hits as the Yankees lead at 9-1. Tony Phillips bats for the 4th time. Tony officially 1 for 2 with a walk.
Wherever he's gone, he's had good years.
Oh, he's an outstanding player. He's an outstanding all-around player.
Yep.
And does all the little things for a ball club. And plays many, many positions.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an invaluable player.
Yeah, he was some infielder. He played a lot of infield for the Tigers.
Tony has been away from the club for about 5 days. His wife had surgery, so he flew home to be with her.
Remember, he was almost going to pack it in at the beginning.
Well, he went home during spring training and said that he was going to retire. And towards the end, first part of the season, he decided to come back and play. Was encouraged by, I think, his family. He went home to be
with them,
spend more time with his family. 3 balls, 1 strike to Phillips. 1 down here in the 8th inning. Yankees lead at 9-1. People don't understand it is a tremendous stressful situation being away from your family for a long periods of time and moving around the country playing every day. Once the spring training starts, it's every day.
Yep.
Sometimes you can play 200 plus days in a row. So now the count will be 3-2. Tony didn't like that call, but not much you can do about it at this time. So he gets a 3-2 pitch, and it's down low, so Phillips will be on. That'll bring up Norberto Martin.
You know, had a little bit of taste of that. The Atlanta Braves, I think 19 days they had to be on the road because the Olympics were on down in Atlanta. And they said their laundry bill was a mess. Their laundry, too, was a mess.
I think somebody sent them some underwear.
Oh,
I think,
no kidding.
the skipper, Bobby Cox, ran out of underwear, so they... like he couldn't send it to the laundry or something, or go buy some more. Now the San Diego Padres are either they're taking off on a long road trip or they're about to because of the convention that's going to be held in San Diego.
That happened to
That's the
Houston.
Democratic National Convention, isn't it? Or is it Democrats? Oh, the GOP will be having their national
What do you mean the
convention.
GOPs? You mean the Republicans?
Right. The grand old party. Easy play for O'Neill. You're not going, are you?
No,
are you making one of the speeches out there?
No.
You're not going to be. Don't tell me you're going to be Bob Dole's running mate. He's looking for one. Are you, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Do you want to be?
No, I don't want to be. No, I don't want to be.
Never happened before. Vice President of the United States and also a Hall of Famer.
You're a dreamer, Mercer.
I sure am. Well, the Big Hurt will bat with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Have you ever thought, I know you thought a lot about managing. You ever thought about politics?
No.
Yeah.
When I thought about it, I just kind of cringed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you speaking of politics. Jim Bunning got some writing up there in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he got on the owners, too, didn't he?
He did. He mixed politics with baseball in the Hall of Fame, which he never should have done. And the old Hall of Famers really got all over him.
Base hit for Thomas. That'll bring up Mouton. I heard you and Cerrone talking about it. How about Seaver? He got on you a bit?
Oh,
Tell me about Seaver. We've been wondering, is he in California? Is he in Connecticut?
He's
Where's he
here,
at?
and he hasn't made the move. He finally got an itemized bill of what it might cost for him to do this, and he says to me, he said, well, no, wait now. It's not as definite as it was a couple of weeks ago. He's not sure what he's going to do now.
So forget the winery, right?
Not quite. He says he wants his phraseology, I guess it's a word like that.
Sounds good.
What's that? He wanted to use their money. You know, see if he doesn't like to part with a dime either. No ball player does. Because he wants to play with their money and keep what he's got in the bank.
So he wants a government grant. Is that what you're talking about? Did you check his hands out as he got cuts and things all over him after growing those flowers?
Yes.
You know, he loves to grow flowers and has one of the big, what do you call them? Flower beds in Connecticut.
Oh, yes. He's got a beautiful place, but he's going to go into the same thing, you know, with the grapes. Although grapes don't grow in the ground, they grow on
a vine.
Vine.
Hollywood and Vine.
You know, he was in rare form.
Yep.
He ripped me. Oh, he and Palmer. Palmer, what? He can give you the needle. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
He would get on me.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Mouton, 2 outs.
You should have heard him and Weaver go at it, you know, because they never got along.
No, I know that.
And he's written 2 books where he ripped Weaver, and Weaver gave it up. Why don't you tell me exactly what you think, Palmer? Palmer said, well, I got you in the Hall of Fame, Palmer said. He got Weaver in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that'd be a lot of fun for you guys.
It really was. I mean, you get these Musial there, all these great Hall of Famers.
Did Musial play the harmonica?
Yeah,
he always plays.
He goes to bed.
You can't get him off the stage sometimes. No. He has a lot of fun. What a great guy.
Yeah, he loves to laugh.
2-2 count, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Now it's 3-2.
You don't know guys until you're up with them, like Frank Robertson. I never knew he could be a guy to give you the needle and get on guy.
Really?
Oh, he was great.
Runners will be off with the 3-2 count. There they go. And hit past Jeter into center field, so Phillips will score. And it's 9-2, the Yankees lead. So Mouton picks up an RBI and a base hit. That'll bring up Robin Ventura.
Oh, Joe's going to take him out. I guess there is some action in the Yankee bullpen. He's had an outstanding night. He's not taking him out. He wanted to ask if he might be tired and wanted to come out.
Well, the White Sox only have 5 hits and 2 runs. And a 9-2 lead. But like you said, yes, there is activity now in the Yankees bullpen. Probably just wanted to find out if how he felt. And he probably wants him to face Ventura, too, being the left-handed batter in this lineup. Right. And the breaking ball in there, strike 1. Ventura hit the home run back in the 2nd inning. That's when the White Sox took the lead in the top of the 2nd. Number 25 for Ventura. You know, Robin Ventura had a 58-game hitting streak in college.
Oh, yeah?
He played for Oklahoma State.
Well, I thought he was a Southern Cal, but Oklahoma State, huh?
Just foul outside the bag at first.
One kid fell out of the stand.
Now he'll probably be thrown out of the stand.
If he got the ball, he would be. Well, he might still be, yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to go on the field. Take a look at the runners. Chopper to Jeter. Nice play by the shortstop as he throws out Ventura. The White Sox come up with one here in the 8th inning. They go to the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees lead at 9-2. Well, back at Yankee Stadium after the final out in the 8th inning. Rogers may be gone now. A lot of congratulations in the Yankee dugout. And maybe not. Rogers has done a nice job. He's given up 2 runs on 5 base hits. There's Mel Stottlemyre, number 34, talking to his pitcher. So shortstop is now Norberto Martin. And Martinez at first base. Andy Fox leads off for the Yankees as Andy gets a chance to bat against Larry Thomas, the left-hander, who came in to pitch to Darryl Strawberry. No balls, 2 strikes.
He swings and misses a lot of pitches. It looks like he's got a good cut, too.
Back off to the left side now to play. Does it seem to be kind of a letdown now that Strawberry
yes,
gets that 4th in a row?
Yep. A lot of people have left.
Well, Darryl is out of the game, but he is still on the Yankee bench and is going to obviously stay there to root his team on and nail this victory down. Borders drops it, and he will pick it up and throw out Fox. So a strikeout. 1 gone. That'll bring up Girardi.
Well, it is a letdown. The guy hits 3 home runs, and the Bros geared up for that 4th one, getting the record books. Like you say, he just missed by a fraction of an inch, hitting that ball in the left field seats.
And Girardi, who is 0 for 3, swings at the first pitch, pops it high in the air towards center field. Cameron camps under it, and there's 2 gone. So Girardi 0 for 4 tonight. He's hit the ball hard 3 times. And he's come up nothing. Huh?
I'm sorry, but did you notice the weird shifts they have on certain hitters?
Yeah.
I never saw anything like it.
It's like Girardi cannot pull the ball down the left field line.
Yeah.
That'll bring up Derek Jeter, who's 3 for 4. A double and 2 singles and 2 runs scored.
Last night he had 4 singles and 3 runs.
4 for 5 last night in Kansas City. Boy, you've done a fine job with Derek Jeter, Scooter. I'm not kidding you.
He's getting better and better each game, isn't he?
He really is. Yeah, I think the Yankees are certainly getting something that they didn't. They knew the potential was there. I don't think they thought it would come so fast.
No, they didn't want to rush him. They wanted to baby him, but boy, he wanted to play, and
they were given the job in spring training. Down the right field line, but it's back in the stands about 3 rows. Well, if we take a look towards tomorrow night, Wednesday, the 2nd game of this 3-game set against Chicago, it'll be Dwight Gooden and Alex Fernandez. That'll be a good game. That'll be brought to you on MSG. And then we come back on Thursday afternoon as David Weathers will make his 2nd shot and start for the Yanks. Seems to be all right. Luis Andujar will be on the mound for the White Sox. We'll have that game right here at 105. Now here's the game summary brought to you by Jeep Eagle. In the 2nd inning, we told you about Ventura's solo home run. In New York 2nd, Strawberry's solo home run. And in New York 3rd, Boggs a home run. Then we skip to the 5th, Bernie Williams, Strawberry, and then Mouton here in the 8th inning. Derek went around on that pitch inside, so the Yankees are gone here in the 8th inning. The White Sox coming to bat here in the top of the 9th, and the Yankees out in front 9-2. Well, back at the stadium, and it has been a good game by the Yankees this evening, and the Yankees will send Jim Nasir to the mound tonight. Darryl Strawberry with 3 consecutive home runs hit in this game, and just missed the 4th consecutive game as he flies a home run in the 7th inning. A lot happening, especially on the offensive side, as the Yankees have come up with 9 runs on 13 base hits, and Messier will take over here in the 9th inning. Ray Durham will be the leadoff batter. But he'll try to nail it down for Kenny Rogers.
He's going for win number 9.
Hard hit ball into right field. Base hit for Durham.
On a tight game, he would have been able to catch that ball on a fly if it was a close game. He'd come in, that ball really carried. And he would have dove for it and probably made the catch. Watch how close. Just hangs up there. You agree or not? You can disagree with me, Marshall.
Well, once you commit yourself to come
Yes.
in, you've got to continue to come in, and he stopped, so
Right.
he would have been caught in between anyway. This is Chris Snopek.
Well, I'm glad he didn't. I would say if it were a close
Yeah.
game, he'd die. But I don't want to see anybody get hurt now with a 7-run lead.
Outside ball 1-1 now to Snopek. Two balls and a strike.
Every once in a while, this Messier has a good fastball he shows, and every once in a while that...
Well, he's got a good changeup, a good sinker.
Uh-huh.
And when he gets hurt, he leaves it out over the plate. You
Yeah.
can see that now. It's missing down low. He's trying to sneak the ball outside. 3-1 to Snopek. Foul down at home plate. Messier took over from David Weathers when Weathers was hit in the arm in Kansas City and had to leave the game.
Was that heartbreaker? It wasn't a heartbreaker loss, was it? When they scored 3 and...
Boggs will go to first base to record the first out.
All right, New York Yankees baseball has been brought to you by New Miller Beer, the brand new beer from Miller with big flavor that goes down easy. By the new Sunoco MasterCard, they can earn you free Sunoco gasoline. Call 1-800-4-SUNOCO to apply. By Toyota, I love what you do for me, Toyota. By McDonald's, the official break of the Olympic Games. And by your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer. There's only one Jeep, and it's only at your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer. I didn't make it, Mercer.
Nice job. Yeah, you did. You almost did.
Almost. Yeah.
Pat Borders. Ball 1 to Borders. 1 down, 1 man on here in the 9th inning. Andy Fox will go to Martinez to record the second out as Durham moves to third. So now there's 2 gone and the last man that can save it for Chicago with the Yankees in front 9-2, and they feel very comfortable about this lead. Mike Cameron will bat. Cameron 0 for 3. And Messier delivers in for a called strike. Well, the Yankees ended up with kind of a decent road trip after what they started out with in Texas.
That's right. They
won their last 2 games in Kansas City, and even that road trip up, Darryl Strawberry tonight had a big night. 3 consecutive home runs.
I don't think they even did. I think it was 4 wins and 5 losses.
Was it 4 and 5?
Because it was either 4 and 5 or 3 and 4. Check it out.
I believe you. I believe everything you say.
Did you see Sid Boardman out in Kansas City?
Nobody called me.
Oh, he did?
He called me looking for you, and I said, well, Gooder won't be here this time, but I had a nice chat with him.
Oh, good. He's a good kid.
He felt very lonely.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did. And I didn't invite him to the game either.
Whoa.
Fans wanted the strikeout. And it misses inside, so Cameron takes the count to 3-2. 2 gone here in the 9th inning. The ball gets away from Girardi. I thought he had fouled an outlet out of Girardi, and Girardi quickly bounced on it and threw Cameron out. So the Yankees start this homestand off with a big win here at Yankee Stadium, as Joe Torre's Yankees is really playing some great baseball, and the offense got started once again as they lashed out 13 base hits on 9 and scored 9 runs, and Darryl Strawberry was responsible for 3 home runs in this game tonight, 3 consecutive home runs, and 4 RBIs. And we'll be back with the rest of the wrap-up right after this. Well, there are your totals for tonight's ball game. The Yankees winning at 9-2, and Kenny Rogers up his winning record to 9-5. Losing pitcher is Tapani, and he falls to 10-6. Darryl Strawberry, a big night tonight, 3 consecutive home runs as Darryl goes deep off of Tapani, and it is a long, long ways. That's it from Yankee Stadium. Be sure to join us for our next Yankee telecast on Thursday at 1 o'clock as the Yankees once again take on the Chicago White Sox. Now stay tuned for news at 10. For the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto, Rick Cerrone, Mike and John, and all of us here at WPIX, I'm Bobby Mercer. Good night. We'll see you on Thursday.